Hello, I'm Peter Bradshaw from The Guardian. Welcome to my vlog fireside. I'm going to start with that masterpiece of middle-brow liberal self-congratulation, The Trial of the Chicago 7 by Aaron Sorkin.
You all right? I was until I saw that. Martin's dead. Bobby's dead. Jesus is dead. They tried it peacefully. We gonna try something else.
Don't get me wrong, I love Aaron Sorkin, I love The Social Network, I love The West Wing, except for those occasional moments of supercilious liberal superiority which are so exasperating here. This film is so annoyingly smug and glib and obtuse in the way that it repeatedly asks you to congratulate it, and by that token yourself, on being so resoundingly on the right side of history. This is the story of how in 1968 the incoming Nixon administration greenlit a punitive prosecution of 7 supposed ringleaders of violent protest at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. They were the Chicago 7. They were originally the Chicago 8, but Black Panther leader Bobby Seale had his charges dropped against him, but not before. He'd been notoriously bound and gagged in the courtroom to keep him silent. And this film is more or less content to consign Bobby Seale to exactly the same peripheral and mostly mute role and concentrate far more on the righteous indignation of verbose white liberals. There's some nice casting and some nice performances here from SACHA Baron Cohen as Abby Hoffman and Jeremy Strong as Jerry Rubin. But there's something very weird about Joseph Gordon-Levitt's role as Richard Schultz, the real-life prosecutor during the trial, who here is very quaintly imagined as the establishment figure with the heart of gold, who is, deep in his soul, sort of on the defendant's side, which is complete rubbish. In real life, Richard Schultz was a pit bull. I'm a bit baffled at the easy ride this middle-brow film is getting. I'm not joking when I say that what Aaron Sorkin should be doing is a sequel to The Social Network. A movie I enjoyed much more this week was The Boys in the Band, based on the 1968 stage play by Mark Crowley, about a group of gay men gathering for a birthday party.
Oh, and you, Donald, you think it's just nifty how I've always flitted from Beverly Hills to Rome to Amsterdam? I'm here to tell you, the only place that I've ever been happy was on the goddamn plane. Run, charge, run, buy, borrow, make, spend, run, squander, run, beg, run, waste, waste, waste. And why?
It's hammy and stagey and campy, but this film turns out to have a fiercely watchable soap operatic intensity, a kind of telenovela craziness, which culminates in the lead character, played by Jim Parsons, having a full-on anxiety attack. This adaptation, which incidentally follows one from 1970 by William Friedkin, takes place in an era before Stonewall, before AIDS, a time when swishiness was more or less tolerated by metropolitan sophisticates as part of the arts scene. The party is being held in honour of a certain louche ad man, uproariously played by Zachary Quinto, and the sudden appearance of the host's old college roommate, a supposedly straight family man, throws everything into disarray. If you compare this to the more sophisticated and seductive and indirect stagings of something like Mad Men on TV, then The Boys in the Band is arguably going to look a bit dated and, dramatically speaking, a little bit on the nose. But even now, even right now in 2020, there is something quite challenging and quite subversive about a play or a movie where every single character is gay. And there's no doubt about it, The Boys in the Band has its own kind of very fierce potency. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. I just want to read a message out here from somebody called Trev67. He says, "Dear Pete, I am watching and subscribing, but how can I deepen my already rewarding relationship with your vlog?" Well, Trev, the answer to that is by getting a copy of my new book, which is an edited selection of my reviews from The Guardian. And by getting, I think what I mean is buying. Thanks very much for all your comments. See you next week.